Everyone, today is March 19th, Monday. Already, this month is just flying by. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about an article that I read. And I became so passionate about it as I was reading it. And I thought, you know what, I want to talk about this because I have grandchildren in this age category. And it's something that I regret as being a mom. So I thought that I'd just share with everyone an article that I read. It was on the Oswego County website, okay? But it was about their public library. They have a program called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten, okay? And I was, at first, that number just hit me like 1,000 books. Oh my goodness. Okay, from 0 to 5, you have to read your children 1,000 books. Okay, then I did the math, and it's really not that horrible. If you divide 1,000 by 5, you get 200 books a year, and then divide that by months, 17 books a month. So divide that by days, and you got a book a day, less than a book a day. And I was like, wow, just think about that. If you started from the time you have newborns, and I know it seems like they can't hear, but just your voice reading to them, okay, one book a day until kindergarten. If you make that commitment, whether it's before bed, whether it's when they wake up, they have read 1,000 books before they went to kindergarten. And I know some of my children, I was really passionate about reading. Of course, I am a passionate reader, but the days go by and some days turn into 2 days and then 3 days, and you're taking them to activities, or the older siblings you're taking, and you're just coming home, putting them to bed, and really, what did you do like one on one with them? Now, if you have kids that are like near the same age group, just read them together. And I was thinking also, when I read this, is like, do they mean 1,000 different books? Well, it didn't say. And since it's run by the library, I'm sure that they do want different books. But I've noticed that with my children who are readers, that they would take one book and read it over and over. Ask you, can you read this again? Can you read until the point that you're both memorized the book? I've lots of books that I've memorized, but and then I was thinking, it doesn't really matter because some of my best readers, I have 6 children. Some of the best readers I have are ones that are the kids that memorize the books, read them over and over again. Because if they're memorizing, they're turning the pages and they're thinking they're reading it. And then as they build their words up, by the time they're 5, they are reading. So anyway, it was just something that I read today, and I was like, you know what? I want to talk about that because I want to pass on reading. And I think it's really important that we pass on reading to our kids, that they enjoy books. And books are such an escape. And if we can teach them to read books before they're in kindergarten and make it a part of their daily life with video games around and TV shows 24/7, they don't even need to wait for a TV show. They can just turn on Netflix. And, it's like, instead of doing that, tell them to read, or, sit down, read with them, make that time. So it's something that I regret. I would do differently. I would have done way better, and I would have paid attention a little bit more. So if this library is making parents pay attention to this, I think that's awesome. Just a reminder. Like, it's almost like a reminder of what we need. Like, soccer practice and all that stuff is awesome, but a book a day, just one book. So thanks for listening to my little rant.